Hey everyone, it's me, Russ Terry, your favorite life coach. Weekly Webster Wednesday is back, yay! And I'm here with the resident relationship coach on the Russ Terry Show. Live your best life on the radio. Ask Chey B. Chey, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me, Russ. I appreciate it.
Yeah, anytime. All right, so you have a new book out. What's it called? Tell us all about it.
The new book is called Food, Sex, and Peace of Mind. What a woman needs to know to keep a man. And what I love about this book is the title. It says a lot about what men want, but inside of the book it tells women how they can be the best woman that they can be, because that's what a man wants. And between the pages it goes into finding yourself, living single, dating, relationships, marriage, and 2 exclusive chapters all about men. So it's kind of like a blueprint for women who are interested in knowing more about what men want, what gets men to settle down, and how men communicate. And I know they're going to love it.
All right, so if people are contemplating whether or not to buy the book, how specifically can it help them?
Well, that's the thing. Through my journey as a life and relationship coach, I've gotten a lot of questions from the ladies. They're interested in knowing, like, how do men feel about long-distance relationships? Why don't men want to settle down, things like that. And in this book I give them specific details on what men look for and how they can raise their value in order for men to not just spend time and money on them, but invest in them.
All right, sounds good. Well, more on the book coming up on the Russ Terry Show on the radio. We'll get to that in a second, but we have New Year's Eve coming up this weekend, so yes. You know, people are always concerned, oh my gosh, New Year's Eve, am I going to have somebody to kiss at midnight, you know? So what advice do you have for people out there, men or women, with New Year's Eve coming up?
Well, no matter what holiday is coming up, you want to be prepared to be your best single. I have this blog called Single by Design, and in that blog it talks about how to be a successful single before becoming a successful couple. So you have to find yourself, figure out who you are. That's the key to finding a match, because you don't want to find somebody who's a match when you're at your worst. You want to find somebody who's a match when you're at your best. So never mind the holidays, don't worry about the pressure. Worry about being the best you that you can be, so you can attract the best people.
Wow, I've heard that advice before, but it's excellent advice. You know, if you love and figure out who you are, then that just helps you put your best foot forward in a dating situation.
Absolutely.
All right, good stuff. So one last question for you. I like to ask this. What have you learned recently? Like, what new relationship tips do you have, either that you learned in your personal life or learned from working with your clients, interacting with your Twitter followers, etc.?
That's an excellent question, Russ. And you know, it's funny because I deal with men, I deal with women, I get so many relationship questions, but my toughest client is my 5-year-old son. My 5-year-old son, oh my goodness. It's like, you're dealing with a real person. He can't be controlled. He can only be influenced. And that teaches me a lot about myself, and it teaches me a lot about older clients, because they have a mind of their own, and what I put into them, the values, that's what they're going to take with them. That's what's going to help them in their future relationships. And I noticed that my son wants to say a lot of the things that I say. He wants to do a lot of the things that I do. But I looked at that as an opportunity to challenge myself in the way I communicate with him, the way I interact with him, and make sure that he's following my lead and I'm leading him by example. So I try to take those same values and principles from my 5-year-old son and use it with everyone.
Wow, and I wonder if people out there that have kids, maybe single mom or whatever, they can learn something from their kids that could help them and their relationships. Absolutely,
that's the thing. You can learn from anyone, everywhere, and I totally respect my 5-year-old son because he teaches me new things every day.
Wow.
New things every day, things that I never thought I had to go back to learning, but I open my heart, open my mind to listening to him, respecting his opinion and his words, and learning from them. And we can all use that in our lives.
Wow, all right, good stuff. So if people want to get the book or otherwise get in touch with you, how can they?
You can visit my website, www.askcheyb.com. You can connect with me on LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all of those social media networks.
He's the king of social media. Seriously, I worship him for what he does on social media. And it's Chey, Chey, right?
Yes, AskCheyB.com.
I love it. I need to get my own t-shirt. You're like Superman there. All right, well, Chey is going to be on the Russ Terry Show, Live Your Best Life on the radio on Monday, February 11th, 2013. Mark your calendars. It's 3 days before Valentine's Day, so when better to have the relationship expert back on the Russ Terry Show. He was on, you may remember, the night of Hurricane Sandy, and he did an awesome job keeping things on while I had no power.
Yes. Listen, we didn't lose power. We lost electricity. We always have power.
Oh, that's so wise. I love that. We always have power. All right. Chey B, I'm Russ Terry. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. We're going to have a few more weekly webisode Wednesdays, and then I'll be back on the radio early in 2013. Have a great night, everyone.